All right, welcome back. We are still working on our 16 mastery problem, and we're on the statement of stockholders' equity. So let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and start with the heading. So as we know, this is the Paulson Corporation. All right, and then we have the statement, and I can't spell, of stockholders. My goodness, I'm having a day. Statement of stockholders' equity. And this is for the year ended. For year ended December 31st. 2022, but we're going to put dash dash. Okay. All right. So what do we put for this first category? Capital stock, right? Okay. We know that our capital stock is $10 a share par value. Okay. And we're going to start off with the shares that that were previously issued. So the shares from January 1st. All right. If we look right here, it says prepare a statement of stockholders' equity. The company had 4,500 shares of $10 par value stock outstanding on January 1st. The company issued an additional 500 shares during the year. There are several blank cells in the first column that require section headings, amounts, selections, dates. Okay, All right, so right here, the company had 4,500 shares at $10 par value outstanding on January 1st. So here we want to put January 1st. Okay, 20 dash dash. And how many shares issued? 4,500. All right. Now, what is the value of that? We have 4,500 shares. They're each worth $10 a piece. So that's going to give us 45,000, right? For the value. Okay. That is the book value. That is not the market value, right? As we discussed, the market is completely different, right? It's a completely different animal. Okay, so 45,000 there. Now, how many did we issue during the current year? Issued during the current year, how many shares? Well, right here it says an additional 500 shares. So we're going to put that here, 500. Okay? 500 shares times our $10 par value or book value, right? So that's going to give us what? 5,000. Okay? Now, we have the 45,000 plus that 5,000. That's going to give us a balance on December 31st. 20 dash dash or 2022. Okay, how many total shares issued? 5,000. Okay, and that gives us a balance of 45,000 plus 5,000, which is 50,000. Okay, so we have that first section complete. That is our capital stock. The next section is going to be our retained earnings. All right. So the balance with what we started off with, that's January 1st, 20 dash. Okay, what did we start off with? Okay, our retained earnings right here. 66,259.31. Okay, that's on our adjusted trial balance. So let's plug that in. Okay. Now, for our next one, net income, and it wants us to plug this in. So net income, is this going to be before or after? Well, this is going to be our net income after federal income tax. Okay. And what is that number? We just calculated that number, remember? That number is found here on the income statement. So let's take a look here. Dun, 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 dun. What do we have? Net income after federal income tax. We have $76,332.60. So let's plug that in. 76,332.60. All right. Next one. It's either plus or less dividends declared. Well, we know that it's less dividends declared, right? So we want to find out, okay, what were those dividends that we declared? Are they on the income statement? No. But they are on the adjusted trial balance. So let's take a look here. Where is it going to show us? Right here, dividends, right? Dividends, 20,000. So let's put in our 20,000. Okay, we're going to subtract the 20,000. So this is going to be net. Is it a net increase or a net decrease? It's going to be a net increase. There we go. Okay, net increase during 2022. What is that net increase? Well, we're going to take 20,000 and subtract it from our 76,000. And that's going to give us 56,332.6. Okay. All right. That gives us a new balance. What is that new balance? How do we figure that out? Well, we're going to add this number and this number, okay? Because this is what we had January 1st. This is what we had. That is our net increase. So if we add those two together, we get 122,591.91. All right? That's going to be our balance. Now, total stockholders' equity for December 31st, 20 dash is what? You're going to take those two numbers and add them together, okay? So our balance of the capital stock and our balance of retained earnings, and that is going to give us 172,591.91. There we go. That part is done. Let's see how we did. Okay. Maybe I should have left this on the previous video. That only took us 9 minutes. Okay, good. Moving on, we have our balance sheet. Okay, if we look up here, we have our adjusted trial balance, statement of stockholders' equity, And let's see, a text selection list. Okay. So these are all of the categories that go on this balance sheet here. We're gonna fill them all in. Woohoo! Okay, first thing. Let's start with the name of the corporation. Right, Paulson Corporation. And this is a balance sheet. And a balance sheet, right, is a snapshot. Okay, so this is our little snapshot for December 31st, 20 dash dash. All right. What's the first category? Assets. All right. We have our assets. Now we have all of these different types of assets. They are going to go in order of liquidity, right? So we have our current assets listed first. Okay. Oh, so let's go ahead and consult our adjusted trial balance. There we go. And let's plug all this stuff in. Okay. Cash. 28,362 and 11 cents. Petty cash 200. Okay. Then we have accounts receivable. Okay, accounts receivable minus or less allowance for uncollectible accounts, right? And that amount is 2514.26. Okay, and remember that allowance for collectible accounts, that is still an asset, right? Because it's not an actual loss. That's just what we're planning for based on the industry or based on our past experience, right? So we'll take these two numbers and we're going to subtract, right? And what do we get? We get 18,682.83. Okay. Now we have our merchandise inventory. $107,177.46. We have our office supplies. 1745.76. We have our store supplies. 1728.27. And prepaid insurance. Notes receivable. Interest receivable. Okay, and what's going to go here? Total current assets. Okay. And remember, current assets are the assets that are used up within a year, right? Very different from plant assets, which we're going to get to later. Okay. Current assets are liquid, and plant assets are not. All right, here we go. Total current assets. So let's add all this up, and what do we get here? We get I'm using my cheat sheet. 169,667.63. All right. Then we have our plant assets. Okay, these are fixed assets, right? Our equipment. So our office equipment, it's right there. 25,890. Whoops. 25,890.98. Okay. And then our accumulated depreciation less accumulated depreciation for our office equipment. Okay, so that's going to leave us with 1,969.42. Okay, then we have our store equipment. What do we have here? 61,514.04. Lost my place here. Okay, 14. Oh, I'm getting tired. Less accumulated depreciation for store equipment. What do we have there? 28,664.80. Okay. Subtract those two. That gives us 32,849.24. Okay. Now, total plant assets. And our total plant assets are going to be what? It's going to be 34,818.66, right? Because we're going to add this number and this number, okay? That is what is left over after appreciation. I'm sorry, depreciation. Okay. Total plant assets. Now, our total here of all assets is going to be, how do we come up with that number? Well, we take our total current assets and we're going to add our total plant assets, and that's going to give us a grand total of 204,486.29. Okay? Ta-da! Okay. What is next? What's our next category? Assets equal liabilities plus owner's equity. So we have liabilities. Oops. All right. In our liability section, we have current liabilities, and we also have long-term liabilities. Okay, current liabilities. So accounts payable. Let's look up here. What do we have? Accounts payable. We have 17,148.66. Then we have sales tax payable. Employee income tax. Social Security tax. Medicare tax. health insurance premiums payable. Retirement benefits payable. Unemployment tax payable. Unemployment tax payable state. So remember, we have federal and state. Okay. Hopefully you guys remember how to calculate that. We haven't done that in a little while. Let's see, 153.32. Okay. And then federal income tax payable. Wait, did I skip something here? Unemployment tax, right, unemployment tax. Federal income tax payable is 1519.2. Okay. Then we have dividends payable, 5,000. All right. Okay. Let's finish this section and then we will move on. We have to move on to the next video. Let's see. Okay, so total liabilities. And our total is what? 31,894.38. Okay? And that, of course, that was all of our current liabilities added up. And in this case, those are our total liabilities. Okay. Now, okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop it there and start the next video so we can finish this up. So I'll see you guys in the next recording.